Dear students, this is Sriram Triveni, lecturer in botany. Today we will discuss about the topic somatic hybridization and hybrids. Okay, before going to discuss about the topic, we have to know brief description about the somatic hybridization first. So, what is somatic hybridization? Somatic hybridization means the process of production of a hybrid plant. The process of a production of hybrid plant by fusing the protoplast. So, where we can extract the protoplast? So, these protoplasts from two distinct species. Okay, two distinct species. This process is called as somatic hybridization. Okay, ma? So, the definition for the somatic hybridization is the process of production of hybrid plants by fusing two protoplasts of two distinct species is called as somatic hybridization. Okay, ma? So, the fusion between the two protoplasts from two different species or varieties. Okay, ma? So, the first somatic hybrid was developed by Peter Carlson and his colleagues in tobacco plant. Okay, ma? So, they called this process as parasexual hybridization. Okay, ma? This process called it as parasexual hybridization by Peter Carlson and his colleagues in tobacco. So, this is a non-conventional genetic procedure involving fusion between isolated protoplasts under in vitro condition. This is the main important. So that is we can produce a in vitro condition and subsequent development of their product to a hybrid plant. So here you have to observe what it is. They can produce a heterokaryons. Why? Because they can produce a heterokaryons. Heterokaryons means hetero means different, karyon means nuclei. So these two different nuclei taken from the two different plant species or two different varieties. In the definition, I already told that what is the definition of somatic hybridization, ma? The development of or production of hybrid plants by fusing the protoplast of two different species or two different varieties. So, automatically they can produce a heterokaryon. Why? Because the two nuclei taken from the two different species. Okay, ma? So, in the somatic hybridization technique, some phases are there. The first one is isolation of protoplast. Protoplast isolation. Next, fusion of protoplasts of desired species or varieties. Fusion of protoplasts of desired species or varieties is the second step. In the third step, identification and selection of somatic hybrids. Identification and a selection of somatic hybrid cells. And the fourth one is culture of the hybrid cells. Fifth one is regeneration of hybrid plants. So, isolation of protoplasts, fusion of the protoplasts of different desired species. Third one is the identification and selection of somatic hybrid cells. Fourth one is culture of hybrid cells. Fifth one is regeneration of hybrid cells. These 5 steps are involved in the somatic hybridization technique. So, one by one we have to discuss the steps involved in the somatic hybridization. Okay, ma? First of all, this is the procedure for the somatic hybridization. In this slide, briefly explain about the procedure of the somatic hybridization. This is the plant cell A and this is the uh, plant cell B. So, this is the protoplasm of the plant cell. Okay, here this is the cell wall and this is the nucleus, this is the vacuole, and this is the protoplasm. So, after the extraction of the protoplasm, the somatic hybridization technique will be stepped down. Okay, ma. So the first one is the enzymatic method. Two methods are there, and the mechanical method and the enzymatic method. So in this slide, we are using the enzymatic method. That is, the plant cell is put on the treated with cellulose and pectinase. This is the enzymatic treatment. So the plant cell is detached from one another and the plant cell wall is break it down and the protoplasts are come outside. So like this the protoplasts are come outside from the plant cells or plant tissue. Okay, so that we can raise somatic hybridization process here. So this is a protoplast of plant A, parent A, or this is a protoplast of parent B. Observe the diagram and write down. Okay, protoplast A and the protoplast B. So here PEG treatment with the protoplasts, and here the protoplasts are come together and attached to one another. Here the cell wall is dissolved, so cell fusion takes place. So this type of cell is formed like this. So these are the nuclei. So this nuclei is coming from parent A and this nuclei is coming from parent B. So after that the nuclear fusion takes place from the single nuclei. This type of single nuclei is called as heterokaryon. Heterokaryon. So heterokaryon means different nuclei. Nuclear is present. So here the nuclei combined together from the parent A and the parent B. So heterokaryon will be formed. This type of cells is called as somatic hybrid cells. Okay, ma. These are the somatic hybridization process in briefly in this slide showing. Okay. Depending upon this only later information will be explained. So here the protoplast fusion means connected together. So the fusion of protoplasts of two different genomes like this. In this the fusion is two types, that is a spontaneous fusion and the induced fusion. Spontaneous fusion is not involved by the artificial techniques, but induced fusion we artificially induce the technique for the fusion of two protoplasts. The spontaneous fusion we cannot mechanically artificially encourage the spontaneous fusion, but induced fusion we can encourage by artificial methods. Okay, the spontaneous fusion is two types, that is intraspecific spontaneous fusion and the intergenic spontaneous fusion. In the induced fusion is also three types, that is chemofusion, mechanical fusion and the electrofusion. So In the induced fusion, we can induce the process artificially by using chemicals, so that this process is depends upon the chemicals, so that it is called as chemical fusion. And the mechanical fusion, we can inculcate some mechanical force to the protoplasm. They can fusion takes place, so that this is called as mechanical fusion. In the electrofusion, pulse will be used for the fusion of the two protoplasms. In the chemical fusion, chemofusion, chemicals will be used. In the mechanical fusion, mechanical force can be used. In the electrofusion, electrostatic force can be used in this fusion of two protoplasms. So then the first step is identification and the selection of somatic hybrid cells. So selection of somatic hybrids by culturing them on such a medium on which only the somatic hybrids can grow. Okay, ma? Then complementary selection of somatic hybrids of specific culture medium. Then mechanical isolation by visual means knowledge and identification of somatic hybrids, and morphology of the plants after regeneration. So the hybrid identification is based on the difference between parental cells and the hybrid cells with respect to the pigmentation, cytoplasmic markers, and presence of chloroplast and nuclear staining. In the cytoplasmic markers, fluorescent isothiocyanates and rhodamine isothiocyanates will be used for the labeling of the hybrid cells. In the nuclear staining, heterokaryon is stained by the carbaalfacin, acetocaramine and acetoarsine stain. Okay, ma? These are the chemicals used for the labeling of hybrid cells. Okay. And the hybrid selection is the genetic complementation and phytotoxins, specific amino acids, auxins autotrophy, antibiotics, auxotrophic and metabolic mutants, chromosomal analysis, and herbicides can be used for the hybrid selection. Next, culture of the hybrid cells. Hybrid cells are cultured in a suitable medium. Without using the suitable medium, they cannot grow the hybrid cells. Okay, so have the identification of the selection of the medium is very essential for the very good growth of hybrid cells. So that means the heterokaryons coming from the somatic hybrids. Okay, so the regeneration of hybrid cells will be shown here in the picture. Sweet orange, okay, plus Rangapur lime is raised for using these protoplasts, and plants are induced in a regenerate from hybrid calli. These hybrid plants must be at least partially fertile, in addition to having some usual property to be of any use in the breeding schemes. Next process is very important, that is cell wall regeneration. This may be completed in 2 to several days. Okay, the time period of cell wall regeneration is 2 to minimum 2 and maximum several days. So it may be complete in 2 to several days. So although the protoplast in culture generally starts regenerating a cell wall within a few hours after isolation. Okay, ma? The fused protoplast generally starts regenerating a cell wall within a few hours after isolation. Okay, ma? These steps are write your running notes. Next, the protoplast lost their characteristic spherical shape once the wall formation is complete. The protoplast lost their characteristic spherical shape once the wall formation is complete. Next one is the regeneration of cell wall can be demonstrated using alkafluorite ST fluorescent stain or tinopol solution. In that, two types of hybrids will be formed. In that, the first one is symmetric hybrids, and the second one is asymmetric hybrids. So, what is symmetric hybrids? These contain the somatic chromosomes of both the parental species. These are very significant as they show all the properties exhibited by the parent species. So, symmetrical hybrids means the somatic chromosomes of both the parental species is present. So, in the somatic hybrid, the chromosomes are coming from parent A and the parent B. Both chromosomes are present in a hybrid cells. These are very significant. Okay, they can exhibit both the parent A characters and the parent B characters. This type of hybrids are called as symmetrical hybrids. And the next one is asymmetrical hybrids. So these are those hybrids which preserve the genetic material of one parent organism. The chromosome content of other parent species is lost. This type of hybrids are called as somatic hybrids. For example, protoplast can be taken from the parent A and protoplast is taken from the parent B, but in the asymmetric hybrids, it lost only one parent character and retain only remaining parental characters. So, this it preserves the only genetic material of one parent organism. This chromosome content of other parental species is lost. These type of hybrids are called as asymmetric hybrids. In the symmetric hybrids, both the parent A and parent B chromosomes are present. In the asymmetric hybrids, only one parent chromosome is present, either A or either B. These hybrids are called as asymmetric hybrids. Okay, ma. Next one is advantages of somatic hybridization. Somatic hybridization is a very useful techniques artificially for generating artificially plants having having wild varieties. Okay. And genes that determine the characteristic feature of the disease resistant varieties and insect resistant varieties, drought resistant varieties, and cytoplasmic maize sterility can be introduced into crop plants by using somatic hybrids in genetic transformation experiments. Those somatic hybrids can be developed through somatic hybridization in sexually incompatible species. Okay, but this is a very good advantage for the sexually incompatible species. So, in the sexual incompatible species, the somatic hybrids can be developed through the somatic hybridization technique. And disease resistant traits are found in wild varieties. This disease resistant trait can be introduced into crop plants, the somatic hybridization. And here we in the previous slide we explained about asymmetric and symmetric hybrids. In the symmetric hybrids, both the parental chromosomes are present. So hybrids can be produced between the species which cannot be hybridized sexually. These hybrids can be readily used to breeding program for the transfer of useful genes to crops or may be useful as new species. And next advantage is hybrids can be produced even between such strains which are completely sterile. Okay, ma. Next one is cytoplasm transfer can be effected in 1 year, while backcrossing may be 15 to 16 years. So even where backcrossing is not applicable, cytoplasm transfer can be made using this approach. And the mitochondria of one species can be combined with the chloroplast of another species. This may be very important in some cases and is not achievable by sexual means even between easily crossable species. Next advantage is recombinant organelle or genomes, especially of mitochondria are generated in the somatic hybrids and hybrids. Some of these recombinant genomes may possess useful features. Useful features. So, advantages of somatic hybridization. Production of novel interspecific and intergenic hybrids can be produced. Okay, so in that the pomato can be produced. How to pomato can be produced is from the hybrid of potato and tomato. Hybrid of potato and tomato. They can raise a hybrid as named as pomato. Okay, potato plus tomato. Okay, raise the pomato. And the production of fertile diploid and polyploids from the sexually sterile haploids, triploids and aneuploids. Okay, this is also one advantage in the somatic hybridization. Production of fertile diploids and polyploids from sexually sterile haploids, triploids and aneuploids. Transfer gene for the disease resistance, abiotic stress resistance, herbicide resistance and many other quality characters having plants can be raised through the somatic hybridization technique. And the production of heterozygous lines in the single species which cannot be propagated by vegetative means. So that type of plants also can be produced from the somato hybridization technique. Why? Because in the somato hybridization technique we are taking the two protoplasts from the two different species or two different varieties. Next one is the studies on the fate of plasma genes and production of unique hybrids of nucleus and cytoplasm, as well as along with advantages, some of the disadvantages also there in the somatic hybridization technique. In that, the first one is techniques for protoplast isolation, culture and fusion are not available for many important crop species like cereals and pulses. This is the main disadvantage in the somatic hybridization process. So, mostly cereals and pulses, like croplands like cereals and pulses, are not involved in the somatic hybridization process. Why? Because the protoplast isolation, culture, fusion are not available in the species. And in many cases, chromosome elimination occurs from the somatic hybrids, leading to the asymmetric hybrids. Asymmetric hybrid means only hybrid having the single parent chromosome. So, chromosomes, if the chromosome is eliminated from the somatic hybrids, what will be done? So, there is a single chromosome is present, or that chromosome is from the parent A or parent B, so that it leads to the formation of the asymmetric hybrids. So, in many cases, chromosomes elimination occurs from the somatic hybrids, leading to the asymmetric hybrids. Such hybrids may be useful, but there is no control on chromosome elimination. Okay, ma? So that there is no chance in our hands. Okay. The third one is many somatic hybrids show genetic instability, which may be an inherent feature of some species combinations. Many somatic hybrids show genetic instability. Okay, ma? So the genes are not stable. So there is a changes in the genes. So which may be an inherent feature of some species combinations. Next one is many somatic hybrids either do not regenerate or give rise to a sterile regenerate. Such hybrids are useless or crop improvement for crop improvement. That is correct kada nana? So many somatic hybrids either do not regenerate or give rise to sterile regenerate. So sterile regenerates are not useful in the crop improvement kada. So that this is a disadvantage in the somatic hybridization process. All interfamily somatic hybrids are genetically are unstable and are morphologically abnormal, while intergenic and intertribal hybrids are genetically stable but produce abnormal or sterile plants or only plants or only terratomata. In the disadvantages, the brief description is here. Poor regeneration of hybrid cells. Second one is non-viability of fused products. Third, not successful in all plants. For example, in the previous slide I explained this. What is that, ma'am? This technique is not available in many important crop species like cereals and pulses now. So that here this is not successful in all plants. The third point is suitable for that. And the production of unfavorable hybrids and the lack of an efficient method for selection of hybrids. So there is a lack in an efficient method for the selection of hybrids, and no confirmation of expression of particular trait in somatic hybrids. Okay, ma? These are the disadvantages in the somatic hybridization process. Okay, ma? So this is about the somatic hybridization. So today one more topic is there, that is a hybrid. So what is hybrid? What is hybrid means the cytoplasmic hybrids where the nucleus is derived from one parent and the cytoplasm is derived from both the parents are referred to as a hybrid. Okay. The nucleus is derived from the one parent and the cytoplasm is derived from both the parents are referred to as hybrids. Hybrids can be developed by the different methods. Okay, ma? Plants are cells with containing nucleus of one species by cytoplasms from both the parent species is called as hybrids. So cytoplasmic hybrids can be formed and involves the fusion of two protoplasts, donor and recipient, in which donor nuclear genome is eliminated while its blastome and chondrium are merged with that of the recipient. For the production of hybrid cells, uses two parental cells but should be one complete cell and other should be without nucleus or inactive nucleus. Right, ma? Next, suppression of nuclear genome during the fusion by uses gamma rays and X-rays. Selection of the fusion products that have only the extranuclear genome of the donor. So this is a hybridization technique. In the hybridization technique, hybrids can be developed by fusing the protoplast with the nucleus from the one parent and the protoplast without a nucleus, that is called as cytoplast, from the other parent cell. So cells are subjected to high speed centrifugation. High speed means 20,000 to 40,000 rpm to RPM for 45 to 90 minutes to obtain protoplasm without nucleus. Okay, that is called as cytoplast. And hybrids can be developed by fusing the protoplast with nucleus from one parent and the protoplast without nucleus of another parent. That is also one technique for the production of the hybrids. And next is hybrids can be developed by removing the nucleus of one parent in the heterokaryon, and which is formed from the protoplast fusion. Okay, the hybrids can be developed by removing the nucleus of one of the parent in the heterokaryon, which is formed by the cytoplast fusion. Next one is hybrids can be developed by removing the chromosomes of one parent in somatic hybrids, which is formed due to protoplast fusion. Here is the picture, the possibility of injection of nucleus of parent A and B. So this is a parent A and this is a parent B. This is a parent A and this is a parent B. So here the heterokaryon will be formed. So from the parent A, this is a parent A nuclei and this is a inactive parent B nuclei. So that is a stage in inactive stage, so that the loss of nucleus from the B cell. So this hybrid is formed. This is a cell nucleus. This is a cytoplasm of A cell and the B cell. Okay, A cell and B cell can be fused and formation of the hybrids. This technique is called as hybridization technique. So what are the aims for the hybridization process is to obtain biological information on intra and intergenic transfer of organelles. Next point is to combine cytoplasm genes of one species to another species which have nucleus with cytoplasm, and this is also a way for those species which don't perform the sexual reproduction with each other. So this way provided to facilitate to make a desired species with combination of other species. And for the hybridization process, some uses are there. So what are the uses for the hybridization process is interaction of nuclear genome and plastome and or chondriome of another species. Second one is phylogenetic limit of compatibility between the nucleus and plastome or chondriome. Next one is to replace organelles such as chloroplast and mitochondria with a that of another genotype. Next, chloroplast replacement in brassica confers resistance to herbicides such as atrazine. So benefits, most benefits are there. Most of the benefits are there for the hybridization process. So the transfer of plasma genes of one species to nuclear background of another species, production of wide range of genetic material sexually incompatible combinations, and the useful for the sterile plants. So why? Because useful for the sterile plants is in the sterile plants the nucleus is inactive. So for the production of hybrids, one active nucleus and one inactive nucleus is combined together and form a hybrid. So that this is useful for the sterile plants. And the mitochondrial genes also combined with the chloroplast genes of another species. Mitochondrial genes are also combined with the chloroplasts of genes of another species. And plants like medicinal plants, crop plants, sterile plants, or may other valuable species also included in this hybridization process. Most of the applications are there. So the streptomyces resistant character in Nicotiana tobaccum transfer to Nicotiana sylvestris through hybrid production. Okay, this is a very good application if we are following in the biotechnology process. So the streptomycin resistant character in Nicotiana tobacum transfer to the Nicotiana sylvestris through the hybrid production. Okay, next, more nectar secreting varieties in Brassica were developed through hybrid production. Okay ma, more nectar secreting varieties in Brassica plant were developed through the hybrid production. This is about the hybrids. Okay ma, this is about the hybrids. So today we will discussed somatic hybridization and hybrids. In the somatic hybridization, this is the process, and this is the isolation of protoplast like this. This is a plant cell from the plant cell. By the enzymatic treatment, protoplast can be produced. The protoplast are connected together, fused together, and form a heterokaryon. Heterokaryon means two different nuclei is present, so that this is from the somatic hybrids. So in the protoplast fusion process, a spontaneous fusion is there and induced fusion is there. What is spontaneous fusion and what is induced fusion? Spontaneous fusion means the protoplast may be fused when they close to each other during the isolation. So that is a spontaneous fusion. So that is accidentally done by the process continuing. Okay ma, this is called as spontaneous fusion. So the protoplast may be fused when they are close to each other during the isolation period. Okay, this type of fusion is called as spontaneous fusion. Spontaneous fusion takes place in between the protoplasts of same species, so that in the spontaneous fusion mostly homokaryons will be formed. There is no formation of the heterokaryons. There is a very low chances for the formation of heterokaryons, but mostly in the spontaneous fusion homokaryons will be formed. Homo means the hybrid having the nucleus from the both parental both the same type of parents, or both the nuclei will be taken from the single parent cell. So this is not this is not good for the somatic hybridization process. The spontaneous fusion is like this. So in the spontaneous fusion, protoplast may be fused when they are close to each other during the isolation period, and this type of fusion is called as spontaneous fusion. The spontaneous fusion takes place in between the protoplasts of the same species. Okay, and next one is induced fusion. What is induced fusion? It is the fusion induced to fuse the protoplast of two distinct species or two different species. Okay ma? The chemical agents used to fuse the protoplast are called fusogens. This is called as chemofusion. So fusogens can be used for the fusion of the two protoplasts. What are the fusogens? Are sodium nitrate, polyethylene glycol, that is simply call it as PEG, polyethylene glycol. And next one is polyvinyl alcohol. Dextrons are used as fusogens in the plants. Okay ma? So in the induced fusion, by using chemicals, the two protoplasts can be fused. This type of fusion is called as induced fusion and or chemofusion. In the chemofusion, some chemicals will be fused that are called as fusogens. So those are sodium nitrate, polyethylene glycol, polyvinyl alcohol. Dextrons are used as fusogens. And there are three main stages in the protoplast fusion. In the first stage, protoplasts come closer to each other. In the second stage, so in this picture showing, there are three main stages. In the first stage, the protoplasts are come to closer to each other. In the second stage, the protoplast membrane get fused at localized points of adhesion. This is the adhesion process. This leads to the formation of cytoplasmic bridges between the protoplasts. In the third stage, the fusion of protoplasts and get rounded off as a result of cytoplasmic strands, cytoplasmic bridges, leading to the formation of a spherical homokaryon or the heterokaryon. Homokaryon means to having same nuclei coming from the same species, and heterokaryons means nuclei came from the two different varieties or two different species is called as heterokaryon. Okay ma, this is the process of somatic hybridization. This is very important for the final examinations. And the next one is next topic is hybrids. So hybrids means this is very easy ma. Hybrids can be developed by fusing of protoplasm with nucleus from the one parent and plasmoplasm without nucleus from the other parent. So hybrids can be formed. So in this slide we have to observe and learn ma. Hybrids can be developed by fusing the protoplasm with nucleus from one parent and protoplasm without nucleus from the another parent. Okay ma, this is called as hybrids. And another way is also there, that is hybrids can be developed by fusing the protoplasm with nucleus from the one parent and the protoplasm without nucleus of the another parent. And next step is also there, the hybrids can be developed by removing the nucleus of one of the parent in the heterokaryon, which is formed from the protoplast fusion. And the next different step is there, that is hybrids can be developed by removing the chromosomes of one parent in the somatic hybrids, which is formed due to the protoplast fusion. Okay ma, this is about the hybrids. Okay ma, this somatic hybridization and hybrids are the very important topics in the final examinations, always in the as well as in the competitive examinations. Okay ma, thank you, stay home and stay safe.